Henry Ford once stated that most Americans are better off not understanding the financial system because if they did, there would be an insurrection the following day. Mr. Ford's comment, which has stood the test of time, appears to be as relevant now as it was when he first said it. The concept of banking is not always a negative one. Banks have become an indispensable element of our daily lives, offering various essential services since money is something everyone wishes to store in a secure location. While it's unlikely that you'll want to bury your cash on your loan, it's also unlikely that you'll want to put it beneath your mattress. Most of the time, banks are making a lot of money from uninformed customers at their own expense. As a result, certain anomalous behaviors are hidden from the public's view by complex and stringent financial organizations. No matter how you look at it, we're all in this together, regardless of your side. There are several ways that banks profit of you, whether you're taking out a loan, spending your money, or conserving your money. Sadly, you have no idea that you are being exploited. The bank's many sources of revenue may be one of the reasons bank stocks have become a favorite of investors. So, here are a few things banks don't want you to know. But before that, if you are new to this channel, hit the subscribe button and bell notification icon to ensure that you don't miss any of our videos. Number 1. You're always being watched. Every financial transaction you make with a bank is recorded by the bank and reported to the Internal Revenue Service or IRS. This rule was placed to keep an eye on questionable transactions like money laundering. Any deposit or withdrawal over $10,000 must be reported to the Internal Revenue Service. If the IRS decides to audit your account, they'll ask for an explanation for any transactions that don't make sense. To begin, tax authorities want to know if you paid any taxes on the money you received. Secondly, they want to determine if the transactions were legitimately completed. So, whatever you do with your money, know that you're being monitored. Number 2. You too must monitor your accounts regularly. Don't put off checking your bank account because you're too busy or lazy. It's an important element of your life. You may have undiscovered charges on your record that you are unaware of. If you find a charge on your statement that you don't recognize, contact your bank immediately. You have 48 hours to get your money back from your bank if you disclose the theft within a 90-day term set by law. This is terrible news for your bank, and they may attempt to stall or get out of it, but you're protected by the law, so you can stick to your guns. They have a legal responsibility to reimburse you for the money you paid them. Number 3. Always check foreign transaction fees. Foreign transaction fees are another way most banks profit from their clients. Traveling outside of the United States and using your credit card for purchases will result in extra fees that your bank will not disclose. When a colleague returned from a 15-day trip outside of the United States, he was surprised to see that his bank account fees had grown significantly. He discovered a total of $105.50 in foreign transaction fees. Most banks aren't going to tell you all this because they know that if they did, you'd be able to leave them and find a better bank. There are a few credit card systems that cover regions outside of the United States. You won't have to pay extra if you utilize their services in one of the nations they serve. The problem was that my colleague was taken advantage of because he was ignorant of the situation and did not agree with any such scheme. Number 4. Bankers are on the bank's side, not yours. I'm sure you thought of them as your pals till now. The fact that they remember your birthdays and anniversaries as well as your name is enough to make you fall in love with them. The truth is that these people don't care about you. They are merely following a script and waiting for the appropriate opportunity to strike. A close friend is a banker. and he explained to me how he may become a friend to a customer by doing all the things I listed previously and gaining their confidence. Afterwards, he convinces them to take out a loan that they had not intended to take out. Taking a $50,000 line of credit isn't something anyone plans on doing. But that's precisely what happens when you develop a bond with a banker. The numbers are all that matter to them. Managers and supervisors set goals for them, and if they don't reach there promptly, they get fired. Number 5. Your money in the bank turns into ones and zeros. Figures and computerized records are all you have to show for your wealth. Banks utilize your money to do business, and here is why. They disperse this money through company loans, auto loans, or mortgages. While you believe your money is safe at the bank, it is actually earning interest for the bank in other areas. These facts came into play during the financial crisis of 2008. People flocked to the banks in a panic and demanded to withdraw their money, but the banks had no money to pay everyone. Fractional reserve banking is to blame for this development. This policy permits your bank to make loans and mortgages in the money you deposit. Is it safe to put your money in a bank? In addition to insurance, the government is ready to step in if something goes wrong. For those who have money in the bank, you can sleep with your eyes shut. Your money isn't sitting in a safe deposit box for you to access anytime. Instead, your money is working hard for the bank, not you. Your money is accessible at any moment, but no one gets it if everyone demands their money at once. Number 6. Banks earn from your every transaction. By charging processing fees for each transaction, banks profit from using your credit card or debit card. Merchants pay the costs, which may not be evident to customers because they were only billed for their actual purchases. Because they didn't want to lose money, the retailer might have included these charges in the selling price. Let's take a look at it from this angle. You made a $500 transaction with your credit card, and we'll pretend you did the same with your debit card. It costs the bank $15 for every payment made with a payment card if the merchant is charged 3%. Do you believe the merchant will be happy to have the $15 taken out of his earnings? Because the bank gets this money for supplying the machines and the convenience of payment? Number 7. You're losing money every year. You've probably heard that keeping your money in the bank is a good idea, but no one has informed you that doing so costs you every year. This has nothing to do with the fees you pay for your purchases or the theft of your funds. Rather, it pertains to the inflation rate. The rise in prices of products and services over some time is referred to as inflation. It indicates that an item that you might buy with a $50 bill now would cost somewhat more in approximately a year and much more in 10 years. If you believe that the money you have in your account is secure, you will anticipate that its worth will stay the same over the years or perhaps increase due to interest. Every investor wants to stay up with inflation. But this is not always the case with bank accounts. Inflation in the United States is now around 2%. A yearly loss of up to $1.95 on the value of your money results from your savings earning only a 0.05% interest rate. And there you have it. These are the secret banks don't want you to know. And I have no doubt that having this information will assist you to stay on top of your finances and avoiding financial difficulties. Before you go, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting videos like this. You may also click the notification bell to get updated on our latest uploads. So, thanks for watching and see you next time.